Welcome back. This is Eric Arnold here in the Sports Barn. Today it will double as the Politics Barn. It's Wednesday, the 28th of July, and we're here to bring you 5 free MLB games. 5 free MLB picks. There was no video yesterday. I was grumpy over our 0 for 2 Monday. 2 come-from-ahead losses. I hate that. I think that's the worst way to lose. When you're never in it, you can just go, all right, that one never fired, cross it off. But when you got the lead, and then your chances of winning are more than 50-50, and you're thinking, all right, I'm going to cash this ticket, and the other team comes back to beat you, then that's tough to take. Hell, the Astros, they had a 6-0 lead there in the first inning and blew it. They were up 5 runs in the middle of the game and blew it. So that was annoying. So at any rate, today, 5 picks. Before we get to that, we got to talk politics. In case you missed it, the CDC, an arm of the Biden administration, has now reversed itself on the masks, in that they are now saying if you are vaccinated, you must wear the mask, or they recommend, whatever words they use, recommend you wear the mask everywhere in certain counties in the country. Basically, what's been going on is the unvaccinated people in this country are still getting the virus. They're still getting this thing. They're still testing positive or getting sick, occasionally dying. I think most of the deaths, if not all of them, right now that are being caused by COVID are unvaccinated people. I've seen that reported by Republicans. I've seen that reported by Democrats. That's one they almost agree on. It's like everybody's getting this damn thing is unvaccinated. Where we differ, of course, is people on my side of the aisle say, well, that's what they want. Let them alone. Just leave them alone. They've chosen that path. Let them go. But of course, the Democrats, they don't care about the health of the unvaccinated. They just want to keep this whole thing going, and that gives them an excuse. So we got to save them, have to save them. We have to force this vaccination on them that they've chosen not to get. We're going to make them do it. So they're keeping it going. Cases are, I guess they're rising nationwide, but primarily they're rising in unvaccinated areas. The unvaccinated areas, not surprisingly, are red states, Trump areas, the South. That's where the cases of COVID are highest at the moment. So what the CDC now has done is said, okay, if you live in a county where there's, the words they use are substantial or high. I'm pretty sure those are the 2 categories they're applying their new mask guidance to. And I think they define that as 50 new cases, and I don't know if that's a day or a week. You got to go to their website to look it up. 50 new cases per 100,000 people or more. Then on their little map, they use the colors orange or red. If you're an orange or red county, then you got to wear the mask. And these counties are almost all in the South. They're almost all in the South, some in the Midwest. The North, where I live here, I don't think we have but maybe 2 or 3 of these orange or red counties in the entire state. We get 67 counties here in this state, and I don't think more than 2 or 3 of them are the color. So, I don't know if it's going to affect me personally. I'm sure it will in some fashion. I guess I'm thinking it's like, why are they doing this if they're, in other words, as I said, why are they doing it? Just because they want to keep it going. The Democrats need to keep this going. They could give a shit about public health. They just need to keep this going, and they will. So this is just a way to do that. Not only that, it's a way to punish the Republicans, because mostly the people going to be adversely affected by this new mandate that vaccinated people need to put the mask back on, which makes absolutely no sense. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm vaccinated. I cannot get the virus. I cannot transmit the virus. I'm vaccinated. You told me this vaccination works. So the people that are being punished are mostly Republicans, because that's where the mandate is mostly going to apply, in Republican areas. In the Democrat areas, either the mask mandate's not going to apply because they have low levels of cases, or they're going to put it on anyway because they want to put it on. They probably never took it off to begin with. So they like wearing the mask. So I think this is just a way, it serves two purposes, I think, for the Biden administration. One, it keeps this thing going. He needs to keep it going as long as possible. He needs to keep it going forever, and he will. That's been predicted in here for, I don't know, almost since it started. And then he also gets the bonus benefit of punishing Republicans, because that's who this mandate primarily affects. So a win-win for the Biden administration, lose-lose for freedom, good governments, and everybody else. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. I guess we'll just got to see now what cities. I saw Nevada, you know, they have a high level of cases, and they have Democrat government. So immediately they jumped all over that in a way that's almost, you're thinking to yourself, how's that possible? I mean, your main industry there is tourism, and you're going to go and kill it, you're cutting your nose off to spite your face, but they don't care. This is, you know, if I'm a small business out there in Las Vegas attached to the tourism or casino industry, I'm going, what in the hell are you doing? You're driving away half our customers. What are you doing? But, you know, they don't care about that. Here's some more free money we just printed. You know, take this and shut up. So that's that. All right, let's talk baseball. I'll rant more about the foolishness of masks and lockdowns. That's another thing they're rumored to be thinking about, having more lockdowns, largely for the same purposes of what I just told you, in that the lockdowns will apply in the Republican areas because they're the ones that are having the high number of cases. So it punishes the Republicans, so that advantage Biden there. And they're talking about forcing the federal workforce to have vaccinations. Apparently, that's supposed to be announced today. So I know some of you people on this channel are federal employees, so I don't know if you got your shots or not. I guess you got to figure out how you're going to play that one. You know, I thought he said at some point that he wasn't going to force people to get the vaccinations. And, oh, well, that would mean Joe Biden lied. No, that's crazy talk. I must be mistaken. All right, baseball, 5 games. Well, we like the Cardinals today. This is kind of a momentum play. They had a nice little win last night, down up into the 7th inning. Then they got the big hit that put them over the top. No response from the Indians. I think the Cardinals have a path here to get back into this thing. They have a relatively soft schedule here in the next 10 days. So we're going to say Kim has pitched really well, and we're going to say he just keeps it going, quietly becoming, you know, a guy somebody wants to talk about. So we think we're getting good value here at 50-50. We like the Cardinals. Brewers, Pirates. You know, I actually did talk with Pittsburgh Louie here this week, and For you that don't know what I'm talking about, Pittsburgh Louie, one of our main people here in the show, he comments every day practically, makes picks in the comments section. He's got upwards of 300 picks down there. He's hitting 55% of them. He's been running a little cold lately, but he's still at 55%. So Pittsburgh Louie, of course, from Pittsburgh, and he knows the Pirates, and he knows the Pirates suck, and I agree. Pirates suck. So we want to play against the Pirates. That's a team that I would think for the next 6 weeks or so is just dead. That's dead money. Until they bring up, at September 1st, and they bring up the 40-man roster or whatever you want to call that, bring up all of your AA guys. Who wants to play for the Pirates? I mean, this is like after this week is over and the trade deadline expires, if you're still on the Pirates, that means nobody wants you. or nobody can afford you. You're the dog at the kennel, and you're still in the cage, and the lights are going out, and they're closing, and you're like, shit, I didn't get picked. No one wants me. That's terrible. What a horrible feeling. I guess it's worse if you're a dog in the kennel because at some point they're gonna come and kill you. I think they call it euthanizing you. They're going to euthanize you. At any rate, so there was no price on this game, so I probably, just because no one's sure who's going to play for the Pirates yet tonight. Well, we want the Brewers. I hesitate to say at almost any price here. I guessed at 170, but we definitely want the Brewers here. All right, Marlins, Orioles. We like the Marlins. We think they're on a little bit of a roll. I think that team's the Orioles seem to play like in spurts, where they inexplicably get good for 3-4 days and then they go back to being the Orioles. They swept the Nationals this weekend. That seems to be a team they have a hard on for. That local crosstown interleague rivalry, if you will. And so they sweep them, and now they're back to being the Orioles. So I think that's the way we're playing this. We like the Marlins. We think we have a pitching advantage tonight. We'll go ahead with the Marlins. Braves, Mets. We've been waiting all year for the Braves to show up. And I think now we might be getting the real Braves. They split in Philadelphia, faced the Phillies' two best pitchers, split. They played well. They hit the ball. They outscored the Phillies. Now they've already taken 2 out of 3 from the Mets and have a chance to get right back in the race today if they get this game. So we're going to say they're going to get it. We're going to say that the Braves make themselves relevant, put themselves right there, within 3 games, I think, of the Mets by getting this game today. Just think the Braves are on a roll right now, so we're taking the Braves. And then Dodgers, Giants. We're just going to go ahead here and just say Walker Buehler has a fantastic record against the Giants. He's their ace. Generally speaking, that dude wins. When he pitches, it's win day for the Dodgers. DeSclafani, he's been good, but we're going to say Walker Buehler is better. The Dodgers better start getting some W's here because, it's almost like, hey, it's time to go. It's go time here now. This is go time. And I don't care how much of a cute story the Giants are or how many injuries the Dodgers have taken. You put a gun to my head and say, who's the better team, the Dodgers or the Giants? I'm going to say the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the better team. So we're going to play the Dodgers tonight. I just think that's, they're still behind the Giants. The Dodgers need this W. I think they're going to get it. So that's what we got there. All road teams: Cardinals, Brewers, Marlins, Braves, and Dodgers. So that's what we got. Hey, thanks for being here. Not sure when the next show will be, though. Like I said, the shows are getting more sporadic here as we head into football season, as my time is getting diverted elsewhere for the moment. But we'll do what we can. Hit the like button if you enjoy what we're giving you here. We are going to do football. Yes, we are. College football, pro football. I know a lot of our subscribers, that's what they want to talk about. That's what they care about. We've got one very good subscriber down in South Carolina, Mac, not his real name. He's a big Raiders fan, and he wants to talk Raiders, I know, because he's been waiting. How many years has it been since they've been good? I guess we're back. I can't think on the fly how long it's been since the Raiders have been good. Was it 1983? Is that it? I don't know. All right, very good. All right, we'll talk again. Thanks, and we'll see you later. Eric Arnold signing off.